Alright my friends, so let's go ahead and improve the UI a bit. So here we'll write some CSS code to make this thing right here even look nicer, because I want to finish this entire component in I want to finish it and I don't want to return back to it. So let's go ahead and finish the style, because I think the only part is missing is the CSS code right here. So going back to our component tree or our structure file, whatever, here inside our user info component, I'm gonna right click, choose a new file. Let's call it userinfo.css like this. And now what I want to do, I want to go ahead and import the userinfo.css inside our userinfo.js. It is really straightforward to do so. So I'm just going to say import from userinfo.css like that. Now since I have all these classes names and so on, I'm gonna target each one individually. So we will start from user info. Let me close these files, we don't need them now. So let me start with the first one. I'm just gonna set some background colors so you can understand what I'm going to do. We will get rid of these colors for the time being. Let's go ahead and understand what we want to do. First of all, I want to make this smaller than what we have now, right? So I'm gonna give it a width like 70% or any other width. All right, let's see it. We have it right here. Another thing I'm going to do, I'm gonna give it margin from the top and bottom for rem, from the left and right auto, so I can center it. Crystal clear for you now. Now let's go ahead and see what we can do. Here we have this div right here, which hold the title, the bio, the image, as well as this link right here. So I want to go ahead and target it. So I'm going to target this div right here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to use a flexbox. I'm going to use display flex, but that will make an issue. I'm going to reverse my direction. So I'm going to say flex direction to be column. All right, we have it like this. Now it is very easy to say align items to be center. Now here I just use flexbox to center it in this specific way. Feel free to use any other alignment, maybe we can call it, or any other tool that you want to, or any, let's say, any trick that you want to use with CSS. In my case, I'm just gonna go with display or flexbox in general. Here I'm just gonna go ahead and target let's see this link right here. It's breaking the design, and I'm just gonna see what class that I have gave. Yeah, the user profile link. I'm just gonna target it, and I'm just gonna say the display here to be blocked, so it should drop to a new line. We have it right here. I'm gonna say background color to be, let's see, for example, use white for now. I'm gonna change the color to be black here, get rid of the underline, and also I'm gonna apply padding 0.7 by 1.1 rem. And also let me see, I need some margin from the top, right? So I'm just gonna say margin top like 2 rem, and we will see if we can. Yeah, I am happy with it right now. Now it's time for us to go ahead and style this kind of stuff, which is the div that hold these images. So it is this thing right here. So I'm just gonna first of all copy the class name. Now once again, I just want to make this video quick, because so that's why I am copying the class names. All right, so the first thing that I want to do with this thing right here, first of all, I'm gonna reduce the width of it with like 70, or let's go with 80%. All right, I'm gonna center it as well. So margin 1 rem by auto, that will give it yeah, like this. Now what I can do, I can go ahead and use this div right here that hold the image. All right, the images, which is this thing right here, the user photos. I'm gonna target it and set flexbox on it. So I'm gonna say display to be flex, as well as I'm just gonna say flex wrap to be wrap. All right, so flex wrap, I have to write it wrap. All right, we have it like this. So if you are wondering about this second property, because now I'm just gonna say user photos, come on, user photos, and for any image inside it, which will be our rule for these images. Well, in this case it is not gonna work. Do you know why? Because here I have a div. Alright, so that's why for this div I can give it a class, and this class will give us a width. So I'm just gonna say class, and here I'm just gonna say user underscore underscore info hyphen hyphen image. It is really big class name. I'm gonna use it right here to, instead of targeting the image using this way, I'm gonna give the class name, and I'm gonna give it a width to be like 30% of the width. So I just will give myself some space right here, and here I can use justify content. We can center it as well if we want, but that will make it, here we have a problem from this area right here. Okay, we can see it's not been aligned as we wish. So you can, for example, use space around, space between, I think will do the job. Feel free to go ahead and use your own way. Another thing that I'd like to do, it is to go ahead and set the image, for example, the user photo image, for any image inside it. I'm gonna give the width to be 100%, so that will make it a bit tiny bigger than what we have now. Now another thing that I want to target is this thing right here, this P right here. So let's go ahead and target it. I think, yeah, we don't have a class. I'm gonna give the class name equal to user underscore underscore photos hyphen hyphen count. All right, or whatever, anything like this. I'm just gonna add it, and here on the bottom, yeah, on the bottom, I'm just gonna increase the font size to 1.4 rem and change the color to a very let's say light. I want to use this light maybe. All right, and now we are ready to get rid of our background, this color right here. So if we disable it, you will see a difference, and it's looking cool except for this button right here, view profile. We need to make it a bit nicer, which will be, where is it? Yeah, the user profile right here. First of all, I'm gonna say the margin will be from the top and bottom to be 1 rem, 0 from the left and right. And another thing that I'd like to do is to add shadow, because it's look like it's a text, not a button. So I'm gonna say 2 pixels by 4 pixels. I'm just gonna use RGB A, not RGB like this, 0 by 0 by 0 by 0.6 as alpha. And if we take a look, here is how it is gonna look like. Now here is the final result that I'm gonna end with. Feel free to use your own style stuff. I am really happy with what I have did now. You can see it's gonna work for all these stuff. I am really happy. Feel free to add your own style. Feel free to do whatever you want. In this case, we have finished our user info component, and we are not gonna came back to it anyways. Hopefully that makes sense. Thank you, my friends, so much for watching. See you in the next one.